So, the Air Jordan 6 Reflections of a Champion edition is supposed to be dropping relatively soon, right around about the 2-month mark in June of 2019. Are you guys interested in this particular Air Jordan 6? Let's find out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DC Show. This is T. McNeil. Today's Saturday, and let's get into the information. So, how interested are you guys in the Air Jordan 6 Reflections of a Champion? You know, this is an old school shoe. I think it came out back in the late 90s. I'm not sure exactly when it actually came out, but I would believe that it would be like around 1999 to the early 2000s. It could be a little bit sooner than that, but what I do like about the shoe is the fact that it has that old school aesthetic, that old school style and appeal to it. And I see that the creators at Nike have actually revamped this Jordan to come back for the 2019 season. All right, so I think they obviously look great. They are, again, reflective. Okay, so the materials on the shoe, I'm not going to say are glow in the dark, so to speak, but when the light does hit it, it's kind of like that reflection that the New Balance N has when the light hits that. Okay, just to give you guys a general idea of what type of reflection these shoes will actually put off. Okay, but let's go ahead on, guys. We're gonna put some images up. We're gonna talk about a little bit of information about the shoes. I'll give you guys the actual release date and the price point of the shoes as well, and we'll go from there. And if you guys have any other comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments section, alright? So let's go ahead and get into some information. Now, it does say, guys, that the Air Jordan 6 Reflections of a Champion is part of an upcoming Reflections of a Champion collection that also includes the Air Jordan 7 and the Air Jordan 8. All styles honor Michael Jordan's first three-peat championship. This rendition of the shoe is covered in silver 3M reflective leather uppers, with the addition of black and infrared accents through the tongue, the heel area, and the midsole. Finally, Nike Air branded heels and the icy translucent outsole tops it all off. Now, guys, again, this is part of the Air Jordan 7 and Air Jordan 8 has been thrown to these shoes. And actually, guys, if you look at, I'll put the images up, but if you look at where the back of the ankle is, where the actual loop is, that big ankle loop in the back is actually where the Air Jordan, which one was that? The 6 rings got that overall design from. Remember, the 6 rings is a combination of the 7s, the 8s, the 13s, etc. Okay, so now we kind of understand and see where the 6, okay, got its idea, or basically where the 6 rings got its idea from the Air Jordan 6 itself. Okay, guys, so like I said, there's a lot of different elements that have been thrown into this shoe to create what you see today. And like I said, it's not that different from when they were released before, but there may be a few little subtle changes, but they're really too small to notice. Okay, so that is just the information, guys. Let's actually put up some images of the shoe so we can actually go and talk about it from there. Now, here's the first image, guys. This is the overall image of the shoe. You can definitely see the individual stitching. You can see that 3M reflective material that the actual shoe is made out of. Now, I don't have my hands on it, guys, but it is a reflective leather. Okay, that was mentioned in the article. So I've never actually had a pair of the Air Jordan 6s before. So this will be the first for me. I do like the icy blue sole at the bottom, the solid rubber outsole that comes in black and red. You know, I think that obviously looks great as well. The only thing is, guys, with the whole punch hole design on the different pockets of the shoe, you know, I'm not sure aesthetically if that is something that actually works for the material, or that's just something that they put together. So in other words, are the holes on the shoe actually like a workable type of thing for the shoe? Okay, does it actually mean something on the shoe, or is it just aesthetically there just to make the shoe look different? Okay, my personal opinion, I would think that they will do the punch hole design as kind of a way to not only air out the shoes, you know, but to allow, you know, different types of air and moisture to exit the shoe to allow your feet to be just a little bit more comfortable when you're wearing them. So they will have to serve some type of purpose, to me. Okay, now I could be wrong on that, guys, but again, like I said, the hole punch design should be able to allow air and moisture to escape the shoe. Okay, so like I said, it could be that situation, or it could be just aesthetically there, like I said, to make the shoe look different. Okay, if I can get my hands on a pair of the shoes, I can actually go a little bit more in depth with that material and those detailed information, and then we'll be able to break it down a little bit more and get an understanding as to what it actually is. Because what I want to do is look at the interior of the shoe just to see how right I am, or if I'm actually incorrect in that situation. Okay, so guys, we go to the next image here. Now this is actually a real image of the shoe. You can see the Nike Air symbol in the back of the shoe on that reflective 3M material in black. So obviously I think that looks great. The solid rubber outsole at the bottom actually continues along the bottom of the shoe, or the heel of the shoe. I think that looks good as well. How do you guys feel about the entire reflective material? It kind of looks like it could be, I'm not going to say scratch resistant, but it almost seems like, because of the shade of the 3D the 3 reflective material that they're using, it almost seems like it could be scratched pretty easily. I'm not sure how true that is. Again, I would have to put my hands on them personally, maybe test them out and see exactly what type of 3M material that they're using. Okay, because like I said, it seems like if you get some type of a scuff mark or anything on the shoe, it's definitely going to show. Okay, now over time, my question would be, how long will the 3M reflective material actually last? Okay, I mean, does it stay reflective for a short period of time, or how is the material actually made? So these are some of the questions that I myself even have on these particular shoes. Okay, but you guys let me know how you feel about the whole 3M reflective leather. Are you a fan of it? Do you care for that particular colorway, or would you want the color maybe to be in like a black reflective leather or red reflective leather? There's a lot of different ways and roads that Nike can actually take to create this shoe. So they can actually create different colorways to make it even more, aesthetically appealing. Okay. So again, guys, like I said, that's the gist of the information. Again, it is called Air Jordan 6 Reflections of a Champion. Now, they will be actually releasing, guys, on June the 8th. Okay, that's the actual official release date. And the price point is even more at $225. Okay, so I'm not a fan of, a lot of these shoes being re-released and still being at these high premium prices. I really have a gripe with that. And the thing is, they are re-releasing, so they shouldn't cost that much. A lot of folks nowadays still have the original or the first generation of a lot of these shoes anyway. And all they're doing, like I said, is re-releasing the same shoe, and then they're charging the same premium price that they did, 15, 20 years ago when the shoes were originally released. Okay, and sometimes we have second generation of the same shoes as well, and when they come out, they're also expensive. Okay, so at the end of the day, I love the Nike Jordan brand, but what you're doing, guys, is you're simply paying for the name. You're paying for Nike and you're paying for Jordan. So it's a premium shoe, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have to pay the premium price. Okay, so again, they are $225. That's definitely a deal breaker for me. I'm trying to slowly but surely ease my way, back up to that $200 mark. But now we're talking about even more money. And by the time you add tax and fees and things like that, and depending on what state you're in, you easily looking at about $230, anywhere between about $232 to possibly even $234. All right, so you guys let me know down below in the comment section if this is going to be a cop or pass for you, and we'll go from there. All right. Also, guys, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And lastly, do not forget to tap that bell symbol. Very important, so that you get notifications when the DC Show puts up new content. Now, again, guys, it will be dropping on June the 8th. So make sure that you check your local retailers, the Nike Sneakers app, the regular Nike app, check Foot Locker, Foot Action, House of Hoops, DTLR, Kicks USA, Kicks on Fire. You know, it's a lot of different sources that you can actually get these shoes from, okay? So make sure that you guys keep it locked to the DC show, and if more information does come available, you guys be the first to know. So I appreciate you watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.